Would y'all rather be fat? Or would y'all rather be skinny and insecure?
I'ma be happy. I'ma be good. You better believe it. I'ma be happy.
What's up, guys? My name is Patricia, also known as God's Design, here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. So this video is going to be just a little bit different. Okay, what had happened was I had a little bit of an experience the other day. Actually, it was a little while ago when I went to the gym, and this experience really had me thinking. And so the video, I originally recorded it as soon as I came back from the gym, and it ended up being like 12 minutes long. So I originally recorded it for my vlog channel. If you're not subscribed, definitely go over there. And it ended up being too long, and I didn't want to put it in the vlog. The vlog was already like 20 minutes. Not only that, I thought it was an interesting topic to bring up in the reflection series because it really had me wrestling with a few things. As I share with you guys, I've been very open with you guys about, I've struggled with weight virtually all my life, and this experience brought me way back to my childhood, and it really had me thinking, would I prefer to be skinny and secure or fat and confident? I don't know. I definitely wanted to bring this to you guys. I definitely want to see what you guys thought of it. I'm going to stop rambling, and we're just going to go ahead and go to the footage, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Hold on, let me close this window. Every once in a while, I like to open up the window and just let fresh air in because you guys know I'm really high up. Anyway, guys, let's talk to you guys about this experience that I had at the gym. It kind of really hurt me. While I was on the elliptical, I saw a father, a son, and a daughter walk into the gym. And so the three of them go over to where like the bicycles are, and the little girl can't be more than like 3. The boy looks like somewhere between 9 and 13, somewhere around there. He's obviously overweight. Dad is like normal size, so is the little 3-year-old. And so the dad tells the son to get on the bike, and so the son proceeds then to exercise on the bike while the father is there standing over him. And the little girl, she don't know what's going on. She's trying to get on the bike, but her feet don't reach, and she's just kind of walking around. So I'm over here observing this, and I'm just like, this scene was all too familiar to me, like all too familiar. And so I automatically had like flashbacks of my childhood and how like my mother used to put me on the treadmill. Now, as a kid, I've always been overweight, as a chunky, fat, obese, whatever you want to call it. I've always been big. Let's just say that. I've always been big. And my mom, out of fear of me becoming, you know, morbidly obese and severely unhealthy, and a lot of times this came out of her mouth, she feared that I would be like her, that she, you know, put me on like weight loss plans and put me on the treadmill as a kid. Like, y'all, I'm being super vulnerable with y'all. Don't judge me and don't judge my family, because I don't hold my childhood against anyone. Like, this is how I feel about your past. It is what it is. It happened. It helped to shape who you are right now. Acknowledge it and learn from it. That's just what it is. My mom did the best that she can, the best she knew how. I mean, it kind of screwed me up mentally, but I've gotten to the point now where I appreciate it, not because I felt like it was right, but I appreciate it because it helped shape the woman that I am today. Let's just get that out the way. So I was in like weight loss programs as a kid. Like I was in weight loss programs so young that my mother had to get like doctor's notes, like saying that I was obese and that I need to be, it was okay for me to participate. What it did was, instead of really helping me, what it made me believe was that there was something wrong with me. That little boy, it just brought all those emotions back, and I just immediately became so heartbroken. But then I was like, wait, Patricia, like, think, like literally think, what would you do? Like, what would you do if you had a child? I mean, my mom is overweight, I'm overweight, you know, so it's possible that I will then have a child who is also overweight. So then what would you do? And so I started to think of what I would do, you know, for my child, you know. I would encourage my child to go outside and to play. But then I started to think the world is not what it used to be. Like, you can't just let your child go out and play, around the block with the neighbors and the neighbors' kids. And then I started to think that the weather, it's like 40 degrees outside. Like, who's gonna let their kid go out and play? Then I started, this is when I was like really taking my judgment away from that father. Because I'm just like, look at the weather outside. Then I started to think, like, we live in New York City. If you're in this building, then you live in New York City. Where he gonna play at? What trees? What playground? And so I started to sympathize with the dad, because I thought to myself, at least growing up, we had a backyard. Wasn't big, but we had one. At least when I was growing up, it was a little bit more safe to let your kids go out and run around and roam around and go on a neighbor's playground or play set or whatever. At least it was a little bit safer, than it is nowadays. I removed my judgment, but it still didn't make me feel better about the situation. And so I tried to get my mind off of it. After I got off the elliptical, I went on the treadmill, and oddly enough, they traveled from where the bikes were, which are next to the ellipticals, and came over to the treadmills where I was. And so now this boy was next to me on the treadmill, and his dad was next to him. It made my heart break. I started to think to myself, like, putting me on a treadmill and putting me on the weight loss plans did not prevent me from being where I am today. Sorry guys, the background is so messy. Oh, this is so good. Background is so messy. I'm about to get to it, I promise. I started meal prep yesterday. I'm gonna finish it out today, but it didn't prevent me from being fat. I didn't start to lose weight. I didn't shed that weight until I got to high school. And when I was in high school is when I joined organized sports. I threw shot put and discus when I was in high school, and our coach made us run a whole lot, and we were lifting a whole lot, because obviously if you're going to throw those heavy balls, and that discus, don't get me wrong, it's heavy, you have to have the right form and everything. We were lifting a whole lot. And I also was in basketball in high school as well, and that's when I was moving around. I didn't change my diet, but I was moving around, and it caused me to shaping up a bit. And then in college, I ended up gaining a whole lot of weight, then losing all of it, and then got back down to my high school weight, which is by no means normal, but better than where I was. For other people, it was like, oh, I weigh what I weighed in high school is like something to be proud of, but for me, not so much. Because yes, I do weigh what I weighed in high school, but obviously I'm not where I need to be. All things considered, I thought about, my future children and my childhood, and it's like, I'd rather be fat and confident than sit skinny or slim and terribly insecure. And I want that for my children, because don't get me wrong, I'm a nurse. I get it. I see people die. I see people, all sorts of things, congestive heart failure, hypertension, diabetes, and I see the effects of how people have to get their limbs cut off due to poorly controlled and poorly managed diabetes. I see how people have to, come in and get diuresed because of their congestive heart failure. Trust me, I get it, which is why I do what I do now. On the other hand, to me, what's inside is so much more important. I was very terribly insecure, terribly analytical of myself, others too, but myself more than anything. And it's like I never could give myself a break. I was never good enough, and this is how I was set up. And like I said, no judgments to anyone or anything. Or like I said, I've come to peace, and if you haven't, I encourage you to. Like, this is your life. These are the cards that you have been dealt. It's all been given to you, and it's all here to shape who you are. And what you can do is you can take time and wallow in it, waste time and wallow in it, or you can come above it and really help that to shape you. And this is why I can connect with people who have self-esteem issues and self-perception issues, because I was there at one point. And when I look at where I was and where I am and how different those two are, like how different those two are, I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine where would I be if I was still in that moment. Like, where would I be if I hadn't gotten to the point where I am now? And so I'm thankful, because when I look back over my life, every step of the way, every little step of the way, I see how God's hand has been in all of it. So yes, there are things that happened, but if it weren't for those things, other things wouldn't happen, and this wouldn't happen. I wouldn't have been shaped into the strong, confident woman that I am today. And so I want to remember that, when it's my turn to have children, that I want to build them up, because it's my conviction that they'll eventually get to the point that where I am now, where I want to do better, I want to live better, I want to take care of this temple that God has given me, and they will do so. But I want to set them up to be confident and not insecure. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Like, I don't know. That whole experience was just crazy for me. Like, it would have been different. I hate to dwell on this, but like, I literally was thinking about this. It would have been different if there was another treadmill on the other side. If the dad was on the treadmill with the son, like, hey son, let's do this. Like, why don't you come to the gym with daddy? Like, make it about you, like, oh, daddy doesn't want to go alone, can you come with daddy? And the son would be on the treadmill, and the dad would be right next to him on the treadmill too. But then it's like he's just there, just staring at the son, like making sure that he's stays on, like, and the little girl is there. And I just don't feel like that was a good message for her as well. Like, oh, you don't have to do this, but your brother has to because he's overweight. Like, I don't know, it didn't make me feel good. It didn't make me feel good at all, but it was a reminder of, where I've been, and where I am today. What do you think, guys? I mean, I've been very honest with you guys about my struggle, and as you guys know, I do work in the health field. I'm a nurse, and I realize the importance of living a healthy lifestyle. But on the other hand, what I've realized is weight has always been an issue from the beginning of my life, and has played a role in how I feel about myself. And I'm finally gotten to a great place right now. When I look back, it was really, really hard. And I know I'm not the only one who struggled with weight and how that affects your self-image and your self-perception. And so, I don't know, when I look forward to when it's my turn then to have children, how I will deal with this particular issue. I do want to make sure that my kids are healthy, but then again, I don't want to obsess over it and then, give them, issues when it comes to their weight and how they look and everything. And I don't know, I've been through a lot. I've been up, I've been down, and I'm happy with where I am now. I could stand to lose about 20, 25 more pounds, and then I'll be really good. We working on it. But I love the way, you can't tell me I don't look good, honey. You can't tell me that, listen, I don't have the body that I want right now, but you cannot tell me that I don't look good. And that has nothing to do, that's everything included. That's weight, that's eyebrows, that's eyes, that's hair, that's lips, that's everything. I love every part of me, and that's where I am now. But I wasn't always that way. And a lot of that had to do with, my weight. And when I look back at my biggest, to me, I've really come to the conclusion that I'd rather be fluffy, healthy, happy, and confident than skinny and insecure any day, hands down. I don't know what y'all think. Would y'all rather be fat or would y'all rather be skinny and insecure? I don't know, guys, because what I've realized is there's a lot of skinny, insecure people walking around here. So I've come to the conclusion that just because you have the body that you've dreamed of doesn't automatically give you confidence and high self-esteem. There are plenty of thin folks walking around that still have body issues. So losing the weight is not going to change that losing the weight is not going to solve all your problems. You have to deal with the root cause. You know, you have to deal with what's really in there. It wasn't until I dealt with those things did I develop a love for myself so much that I'm motivated to do the things that I need to do to live, you know, a healthy life. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think below. I'm interested to see. You know what I mean? What have you guys experienced in your past? You know, when it comes to your weight, and has your weight played a role in how you feel about yourself? I'd love to hear what you guys think and your thoughts and everything down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'll definitely see you guys very, very soon with another one. Expect more videos from me. You know, try to do it, guys, 2 and sometimes even 3 videos a week. I really appreciate you guys' support, especially on my last video. I really, really, really do. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon in a soon-to-come video. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys are well, in good spirits, you're happy, and you're healthy, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Listen, if it's the first video you're watching from me, subscribe. I have tons more videos coming, and more videos that I've already done, like these, where we just talk about the matters of the mind, the body, and the soul. Did you like this video? I have plenty more where that came from. Check out my last few uploads on my channel, and make sure you subscribe.
That smile that you're making is creating the world that's around you and great to you. Did you know that?